Does this work now? It works now. Very well. It cut off randomly. I'm so sorry. Let's go on. We're gonna work. Let's go on with part 2, see if we can get through this, and then I won't be staying too long to talk. I'm sorry if it cuts off again randomly. We needed 9 petticoats. 9! That's quite a bit. Of course, for all the different styles and stuff, I can understand, but 9 petticoats, and on top of that, 1 to 5 flannel petticoats for if it was cold. It's quite a bit. I love the idea, but it's quite a bit. Let's see, we went through the chemicals. Then we'd need 12 pairs of cotton stockings, things you wear every day on your feet. Imagine in these households, you do the laundry about once every week. Like you'd be washing on Monday, drying on Tuesday, ironing on Wednesday, folding on Thursday, and on Sunday you'd start with your fresh new clothing. We got quite a bit of clothing for just a week. I love the idea, but it's quite a bit of clothing, and I'm really curious to do some more research into how everything was done in that time. Then, on top of the 12 pairs of cotton stockings, we also need 3 pairs of silk stockings to wear with fancy dress. If we go out, if we have a ball, or anything. Silk. That was expensive. There are notes in some of the fashion magazines in which they say that silk was still the most popular and the most fashionable, but it could not be bought anymore by basically anyone because it would be $7.50 a yard. People could not make dresses from silk anymore. They could make some stockings, maybe, but it was quite expensive for some stockings. Then we need 12 handkerchiefs, because handkerchiefs are important. We need 1 bustle pad, which I found a bit strange because, if it rains and everything and all the dust and the dirt goes through your skirt onto the bustle pad, so only need 1? It's not that many, it's not that much, but I get it. Then some nightcaps. So they didn't say in the text, but I just assumed that were the things you put on your head when you go to sleep. And then some garters to keep your stockings up. A lace collar to wear with whatever you wanted. You need gloves for day wear and gloves for evening wear. So that adds up. And then my resources said 3 to 4 corsets. I mean, I can imagine women making more with less, and they may do with less because a corset was expensive and 1 or 2 would be more than enough. Some women felt fortunate when they could buy 1 new dress a year. Most women bought 1 new dress a season, but 1 new dress a year, that's not much. And then on top of that, you would get the shoes, the purses, the hats and the millinery, a parasol, at least 1, some belts, all the hair decoration. The costs would really add up, and imagine these people, they did not have much. Some of them had much, but others had to make do with what they had. And I'm sorry, I'm looking for my knitting needles. Oh, here it is. But, I mean, for an average income, this would be quite a bit of stuff that you'd have to pay for. And you'd have to look the point, because if you didn't look that nice, you would just, be rejected by society. And a lot of dresses were remade because either fabric was too expensive or it was just they didn't have any money to do anything new. And that's why people just remade the dresses. They made them smaller, usually not larger because that's quite difficult. But for example, you can imagine what they had the puffy sleeves. No? A skirt alone, it's not that much fabric, it's still a few yards, but those sleeves eventually could add 6 to 7 yards to your fabric. And usually it wasn't the labor that was expensive, but the fabric. Fabrics were expensive. Fun facts about fabrics. So if you see a Victorian dress that has like a really colorful, busy print on it, it would have been cheap because printed fabrics were cheaper because that meant that somewhere there was a mistake in the weave of the fabric, so it couldn't be sold plain, so they put a print on it and sell it for less dollars a yard. That's a bit weird to think about, but I also get it. But don't let yourself be fooled that printed fabrics are the most expensive ones, because usually that was not the case. I also wanted to mention really quick before I close off this live stream that I bought this book about Victorian etiquette, and I think I'm gonna try and make a video about Victorian etiquette and the rules and stuff, maybe multiple videos, um, to just educate all of you on that. Because honestly, I really, really like making these YouTube videos and going live even when there's no one. I like watching the statistics and looking at them and seeing how many people have watched and everything. So, well, if you like this, please leave a like. Leave if you're still watching this part of the video, because most people don't, but it's fine. If you have anything you would like me to talk about or any tips, except for sound and video quality, because I know this is garbage, please leave them down in the comments. And if you want to see more of me, I don't know why, but if you want to see more of me, there is that subscribe button. So I will this time put my Instagram in the description or in the pinned comment. I'll have a look. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!